How you doing, guys? We're getting ready to update and install the shifter into the car. Okay. This is the Cheetah SCS. This shifter was in a General Motors car. When it's in a General Motors car, this sticks out the back. Okay, and the cable runs out the back. We've already relocated this to shift to stick it out the front. Now we have to change the gate, okay, for a Mopar. And basically, when you order the gate, it comes with the gate, which is metal. Comes with your stickers for the side, which would be this. Junior actually wore that off. It comes with, it's hard to see right here, comes with a new decal for the top. Comes with a roll pin in the side. We have this taped here, so the wires don't hang all over the place. Okay, that's the gate change. Here's the installation kit. Yeah, so it comes with a bracket down here that bolts to the tranny case. This big bolt. This hooks to the bracket. The cable goes there. And here's your arm off the tranny. Comes with some instructions. Comes with a nice clear instruction book. Made in the USA. And it walks you through it step by step. We're going to do this all tomorrow. It's actually pretty simple. Some of the stuff I did already. And it shows you for the Mopar, it wants it coming out the front. GM and Ford, it wants it coming out the rear. If you make it come out the rear for a Mopar, it'll actually work backwards. So they actually designed these shifters for every application. That's why you got to change this gate. This gate, I know it's hard to tell, but between park, neutral, and reverse, and all the gears are equally spaced. The GM is not. GM is much further into park. So that's why, but we'll hold on to the other gate because we do have a GM tranny, and we'll hold on to all the levers. So I will say one thing, after doing some research, you're better off just calling Turbo Action themselves, because not only do they know what they have because they make it, but it's actually cheaper than ordering it through Summit and Jegs. Comes out a tad bit cheaper because you have to pay for shipping, depending on where you are. But the parts are much cheaper. And like I said, they know exactly what to give you. There's the roll pin, in case you damage the roll pin. There's two decals here, one for forward and one for reverse padding. Like I said, they give you the decal for the top of the shifter. So we are pretty much good to go here. This is very similar to the Winters and Art Car shifter, the body, except both of those shifters just have a bowl on the top. They don't have a line lock button, and they don't have reverse lockout, and they're also $100 cheaper. So something to think about, you know, if you want to buy one of these. To switch this thing around, if you notice, everything is asymmetrical. So we just took everything from here, from one side, swapped it to the other, reversed this bracket. Okay, the one last thing we have to do is those two things that look like rollers are actually just spaces. But if you follow it around, all the way inside there's one more, then there's the second one, and this is where the cable goes. So we have to take this one and this one, and just move it to there, and then just hold them with cotter pins. Oops, there's some fuzzies on there, which you can do from the side. That's why they give you the holes, but we'll just do it again when we swap out the plate, which is going to consist of removing a screw right here. Handle comes off. Okay, sliding out this roll pin here. Then the line lock stuff comes off. You can see the two screws under there. You take off one here, one here. And you take out this bolt here and it opens up. Plate will come out. Put the new plate in. Put it back together. Not a big deal. when we got this thing, there wasn't a scratch on it. It's from Junior testing it. When it comes around, when it gets there, it just barely touches it. Just there and there, and nowhere else. So, I'd like to take a peek at that when I put it back together, so we don't wear out the new decal. And they sell an optional cover for here that comes down and follows this and covers the cable. Then they sell one that's the same and it kicks out. It's got 4 switches on one side, 3 switches and a start push button on the other. But I said to Junior, I'm just going to make a cover because it's going to be up against the seat, so I'm going to start back here and make a box right out of aluminum with a cover that bolts on and off, and allow him to put switches on the top and the MSD unit on the side. So the MSD unit will be sitting right over here, out of his way, off the floor, and we'll have a series of switches here. And I'll probably make it about that long. It'll tuck under this because this overhangs, and that's where you mount it. Here's one screw. There's the other screw, and obviously 2 on the other side, so it secures pretty well. This is metal, not plastic. This is all metal. Every piece here is metal minus the handle and the push button. So none of this is plastic. This is all the real deal. This is what actually shifts. When you're right at this is what gives you your shift pattern. When you're shifting, you're actually hitting these things. When you take this out, that shifter just goes back and forth free, and left and right, spring loaded. It always goes to one side. So this is actually a real gate, not like on a modern day car where it's like kind of a gate. So definitely a cool idea the way they did it.